The following is a special presentation of Tony Kurre Radio.
The Kurre Klapow U.S. Tour 23 continues, right? Yeah. Is that what we're doing? Can you guess what we're at tonight? Where's Rollo? Can you? I mean, look. I mean, I don't think people realize outside if you come up here to the club, like on any given night, you'll see some people up here smooching.
Yep.
Now we're not going to be doing that today. Unless you want to. Nope. But yeah, I mean, the view here is spectacular, and I came up here with the kids about a week and a half ago, and they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm going to go show you the most beautiful view in Birmingham, Alabama, from the club."
Yep.
And they're like, "You can't go up there." I'm like, "Watch me." And so I told Dr. Josh, we were down at Vulcan last week.
Yep.
I said, "Let's go to the club." He's like, "To do what?" I said, "To do the show." I said, "And there ain't nobody going to kick us out of here." Hey, Dr. Josh Klapow, I'm Tony Kurre. What the hell are they going to do? Tell us to leave?
I said the same thing
Come on.
to the kids. You can't go up there.
Sure you can. I went up the do not enter sign there and just came in the parking lot.
Did you go in the do not enter?
Well, sure I did.
I stopped and went around.
No, if it says do not enter, I want to go. So it's all good. It is beautiful. Next? And look at this. Look.
Yeah,
look. Look at it. There's the BRC thing right there, right?
Yep.
Because they asked us. I did. That's there you go. Like that. There you go. So yeah, we got WBRC. You know what? We don't even have to drive to our next gig at 9:35. We can just climb over the kudzu and go right up to WBRC. That'd be hilarious. We should, since it's on the mountain. So we do this thing on WBRC, right? Kurre and Klapow every Thursday morning at 9:35 on Good Day, Alabama. And we asked them, since we're going to be up at your studio now because we're part of the team,
right?
Could we just do the Kurre and Klapow part of the team? We're part of the team. We're in the studio. If we're in the studio, we're part of the team. So I said, why can't we just do it from WBRC? Just because they got this spatial, beautiful newsroom where they got like 5 different little cubbies where they do the news, they have breaking news. They got 2 different weather things. They got a cooking station.
And what did they say?
No, you cannot do anything from inside the station. It's a liability situation. I understand.
Yes.
And I says, well, okay. And they said, but you can do it from the parking lot. And I said, well, I don't want to do something from the parking lot. But they wouldn't let us do it outside this parking lot. Sometimes when they send a reporter out, let's check in with so-and-so. He's 3 feet away from me outside the door kind of thing.
I think that's also a liability. Because, you could fall off. You'd fall backwards.
Well, we could. I don't think they would. And so I'm like, okay, so we decided to start doing it from some different beautiful landmarks here.
This is a good one, and we got lucky.
Oh, yeah, we did.
We've had some hell of a weather.
I know. I've been driving for 2 hours this morning.
We lost
15
power
miles,
at 9:15 last night.
Was that not one of the most incredible lightning displays you've ever seen last night?
We were watching it from the house. We have, in the sunroom, we've got the windows up top, and we were watching it. We're like, let's go look, stand under the porch.
Incredible. I've never seen anything like it. It was constant lighting.
Stand on the porch, and my oldest is like, look, puts his out, he's like, you can actually see the lightning bolt,
Yeah.
So we all put the lightning bolt, and then we heard the clap.
Yeah.
Everybody came running back in, and Jules was like, what? We're like, nothing, just it got super close. And then we had a whole discussion about, do you know you can get electrocuted if you're taking a shower?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you don't want to take a bath. Shower.
No, so my daughter had to take a shower. She's like, they're like, you can get electrocuted.
I've never heard of anyone being electrocuted by taking a shower, but it's possible.
It was enough.
And the other thing it was really cool is we were down in Bessemer in Shelby County, and so we actually got a chance to see everything before it actually rained. And so we stood outside. We're sitting there watching. I'm going, this is the most amazing thing. It was like that Venezuela phenomena they got where there's that constant. It was the most amazing thing I'd ever seen. And so we hope everyone was safe. And our thoughts go out to the people in Maui. Was it
they were running
Lahaina. I don't say Lahaina, but
Lahaina. I mean, literally, did you hear about stories of literally running and jumping in the ocean?
Yeah, because it was the safest place to go.
Yeah.
That's horrible. 37 people have lost their lives.
And thank you to Alabama Power for getting the lights back on.
There you go. Hey, before I forget, I want to mention a big show going on at Workplay tomorrow night. They had free beer night this past Tuesday, thanks to Bud Light. That's over. But Daniel Chapman is going to be, Daniel Champagne. I was going to say Chaplin, I don't know why. Daniel Champagne to talk about the U.S. 2023 tour. It's going to be at Workplay. Doors open at 7 o'clock. Show's only $25 for the 2023 U.S. tour. Daniel Champagne tomorrow night at Workplay, Friday night. So go check it out. In this day and time when you're spending, you can't go to a concert or a ball game for under $100. $25 gets you in the door. 7 o'clock. Daniel Champagne, Workplay. Check out workplay.com. Workplay.com and get your tickets. $25. Should be a great show going on tomorrow night. Speaking of which, today is National Lightning Appreciation Day.
Is it really?
How about that? Isn't that great?
You didn't make that up?
I did not make that up. Today is also Agent Orange Awareness Day.
Yep.
Today is National Duran Duran Appreciation Day.
Really?
You like Duran Duran?
I didn't dislike them.
I'm with you, dude. I can't do the Duran
My
Duran.
sister-in-law was just like, in the day, she was just diehard. It's interesting, you know how music now, because of electronics and streaming, music never ends, right?
Yeah.
So my kids know all the songs from all, and it's interesting, like my kids, Duran Duran doesn't do anything for them.
Really?
And you think about it, in the 80s, I mean,
seeing the idea that Duran Duran is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I think is sham. I mean, if you're a huge Duran Duran fan, that's fine. But Duran Duran should not be in the Hall of Fame. I'm sorry.
Is Wham in the
I
Hall
think
of Fame?
I think the only reason they're in the Hall of Fame is because they're still going.
Yeah.
I think when you go 40, 50 years and you can keep going, I think it makes you more relevant, and I think you're in. But if Duran Duran had hung it up like 20 years ago when they should have, I don't think they're going to be in. Today is also National Shapewear Day.
Like Spanx?
I guess, right?
Girdle?
Today is Skyscraper Appreciation Day.
Do we have
You are wigging out, weren't you? You are freaking out.
About what?
Because you saw Barney Fife walking by and you thought for sure he was going to, and I was wanting him to come over here and tell us we had to stop broadcasting. I was like, this is going to be great. Some dude's like 97 years old. He parked his car all the way, the far spot over here. He's walking like 300 yards to get to the door, and I'm like, he's going to tell us we have to get out of here. You were freaking out, weren't you? And
I was the one when we did things with our friends that were slightly not.
Yeah.
I was the one who was constantly panicked. What are we going to do? We're going to get in trouble.
And then he walked away, started coming this way, and then he went back to his car.
Yeah, I know.
And I was like, we're going to have Barney Fife on the show.
He might get a gun. That's what I was worried about.
A lot of bags, man. That's what he's got. Today's also National S'mores Day.
Ooh,
and today is World Lion Day.
Lion?
Lion. Like,
okay.
Also, birthdays today. Kylie Jenner turns 26, and Ja Morant. He's learned his lessons.
Is he 24?
24, and there's so much more, my friend.
He's so young.
And has really made his mark. No pun intended.
No, I work with college athletes who are slightly younger.
Yeah.
I do think, much like celebrities, we forget that the people we see play or on TV, that they're young.
Yeah.
Young. Think about what you did when you were 19 and 20, or forget what you did. Maybe that's too, because people, I would never do. Think about how you thought.
Yeah. And it's crazy too, because when you got like a Kylie Jenner who's pretty much been in our vernacular, in our culture for 7 or 8 years.
Right.
It feels like 7 or 8 years.
Right. She's 26.
20, but that seems old for her.
Yes.
And Ja Morant, who we've been watching now for 3 or 4 years.
Well, and it's a reminder
24.
that when he started this thing, he was 19, 20.
What was your thoughts on, and some people are probably not even going to know who this person is, but I certainly did, but Robbie Robertson, 80 years old, Canadian singer-songwriter, of course. The band wrote The Wait and Up on Cripple Creek, the day...
the night
Dixie Hoochie there. You know what I'm talking about?
That's a great song.
It was a great song. Also wrote a song called Broken Arrow. That was a huge hit for Rod Stewart.
Yep.
Your thoughts on Robbie Robertson? I know I saw Damon Johnson post some things yesterday.
I feel like you have to be like, I had no idea who he was.
Yeah.
I knew the band only because my dad loved the band.
Yeah.
He loved the band. And my family loves The Night They, what is it?
The Night They Drove
Dixie Day, yeah. And so I did like what I always do. I immediately went to YouTube, and I'm like, Up on Cripple Creek. I love that song. Yeah, so, it's one. And the other thing I enjoy doing is then I go look at, you look at old footage. Mm-hmm. Like when they were on the Ed Sullivan Show. It's not like somebody else, one of the more famous stars passing.
Yeah.
But it does feed into the narrative that you have been saying, we've both been saying as long as we've been doing this. They're going. They're all going.
No, he was 80 years old. I mean,
Randy Meisner died.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're all going. And it's funny because I don't know if it's just you and me. I'm very passionate that they're all dying.
Yeah.
And when I put that out there in my, dramatic declaration in front of my family, I kind of get this like, well, yeah, they're old.
Yeah, I know, right? See, and Randy Meisner and Robbie Robertson, I put them about side by side.
Yes.
As far as who they were, what they meant.
You wouldn't have...
More people knew Randy Meisner because he actually had a couple of singles himself.
Yeah.
Robbie did too, but they weren't as radio friendly as Randy Meisner. And Randy Meisner came from a band that obviously this sold a lot more records than the band did. The Last Waltz, of course.
Yep.
Great flick, great documentary. That a lot of people talk about. I was never a really big band guy.
No, I don't think. Well, yeah. But you like the songs.
The Weight is one of those songs where we played it over and over and over again. I just kind of wore me out. I loved it up on Cripple Creek. But I was one of those guys. But right now, it kind of feels like we're in San Francisco and the ground is shaking a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's like, we get those all the time. It's a tremor. We're good.
You mean because Robbie Robertson, Randy Meisner?
We're waiting on.
Yeah, don't say it. Don't say it. Just don't mention anyone's name.
Well, they come in threes, right? So let's talk about this. We got Clapton. We already had Crosby go. We got Jagger. We got Richards. We got McCartney. We got Angus. We got Henley.
Well, that's the thing. They're all the same. It's not like 4 of them are old.
Yeah.
There is 50
we
of them.
We got Ringo, who's
There's
83.
50 of them. Yeah. And then
like 50 big ones.
And then come one step down because they're all 80s.
Yeah, Neil Young.
But take the ones who are 70. Randy Meisner was young.
Yeah, he's pretty young.
So take the next one down. Take the 60 and 70-year-olds who may have a chronic condition.
Robert Plant, Jimmy Page.
Yes.
I could sit here and go for like 3 hours and just keep naming rock and rollers who are equivocally
I think,
much larger than the last two lost.
I think, again, I've got adult children, and it's less relevant because the musicians are less relevant.
Yeah.
Right? So if when you and I were 20, if my parents said, when Neil Diamond dies,
Neil Diamond. Yeah, I know, man. Neil Diamond.
Well,
but Neil Diamond wrote a lot of classic rock songs.
I know.
Neil Diamond was huge. Well, he is huge.
Well, he's got Parkinson's.
Yeah, that's one of those things where.
Yeah, it's going.
By the way, the Jim Beam commercial, the Sweet Carolina commercial they're doing, Sweet Carolina, where they're all singing "Stop." No. Oh my God, that's driving me crazy. All right, what time is it? We got to do. Before I go, selfless plug. Want to mention our new TV show?
Not ours.
We had we've done a lot of TV
I could
together.
be a guest on your TV show.
You will be a guest on my TV show.
Is there room?
Yes.
The last time it was.
They're giving us their cook room and where they do. Was it Good Day Alabama? That's Fox. I know I get confused.
Good morning.
Is it GM? I got to know this. If I'm working for the station,
Wake up.
Wake Up Alabama. Anyway, here he comes, and we're about ready to quit. So that's going to be happening on ABC 3340, 10:30 to 11 o'clock every Saturday morning.
That's awesome.
10:30, 11 o'clock. Kip Kiefer's going to be my host. It's going to be called The Starting Lineup with Kiefer and Kurre, and we'll have the legend on. We're going to have Terry Quillian on. We're going to have some other special guests, so it's going to be huge. So we're looking forward to the ABC 3340, and here he comes. We're going to be told to stop in just about 20 or 25 seconds. Good morning. How are you? You going to come be on our show?
I'm supposed to ask you a question. The manager said, "Did you get permission to be up here?"
We will. We can do that.
Okay, have to get it from the general manager.
Okay.
Private property.
We'll do it.
And you're about to get rained on anyway. About 15 minutes.
You're probably right. Hey, thank you. What's your name?
I'm Mark Wells.
Mark, nice to see you.
Good to meet you.
We'll be out of your hair. We're done.
Okay.
We appreciate you. Thank you, man. You want to get on our show real quick?
I break the camera.
Huh? You break the camera? Well, these faces don't break the camera. They won't. Hey, thank you for being cool. Appreciate you. Thank you. All right, so there you have it. We need to get special. Hey, we got through our segment, though, and he was super nice. See, there you go. Just in case people don't know that we were actually having someone, we will make sure. See, and I wanted to get him on.
This is what.
No, that was great. No, if he had come on, though, and gotten really shitty with us, that would have been excellent radio and television. That would have been really good, but instead, not so much. All right. Well, we're going to be nice because they were nice to us, and we're going to cut on out of here, and we'll go find another place like right there.
We can go in that parking lot. We're allowed to go in that parking lot.
Yeah, we'll do that. All right. Have yourself a great day. We're going to be on, we're going to be on Fox 6 at 9:35 this morning. 9:35. Yeah. 9:35 this morning. We'll be on Fox 6. We're going to be talking about, what was your title? It's a back to school thing because kids went back to school today, but are we being optimistic?
Are we being entrepreneurs or are we being quitters?
Or opportunistics.
Are we being
optimist?
Are we being opportunistic?
Yes.
Or are we
quitters?
I say we're being opportunistic.
It's a college football thing. People are wanting to go take off and go play for other teams, and we're certainly seeing that.
It's not just college football. It's a transfer portal. It's everybody and the teams themselves.
Okay, you're going to get us in trouble if you don't show up. All right.
Here you go.
Have a great day. We love you. Thanks for watching. Kurre Klapow.
No. Bye.
This has been a special presentation of Tony Kurre Radio.